A good reputation is better than riches. It's a popular saying that must put some questions in the heart of every Nigerian. What is our legacy for the next generation, and what future are we preparing for our children? This broke my heart recently. This is indeed very sad and disheartening, but it is the reality of what our society is today. Yet we sit in our unsafe comfort zone, confuse movement for progress, wish, complain, and watch this tragedy unfold every day. Knowing that a thing is either growing or dying, are we going to sit in a sinking boat and wait to drown? Or call it enough, fight the greatest fight of our lives to salvage our sinking boat, rebuild a great and a prosperous country, and leave a promising future as legacy. For the benefit of those who think that I'm young and of limited experience in this matter, let me allow a man of much experience, an abolitionist leader and social reformer, Frederick Douglass, explains better. He said, in any society where justice is denied, where poverty is enforced, where ignorance prevails, and where any one class is made to feel that the society is an organized conspiracy to rob, oppress, and degrade them, neither the persons nor the properties of that society will ever be saved. So, are we going to settle for this uncertainty and obscurity for the rest of our lives, or be the generation that must put an end to it? Please note, in the exact words of Martin Luther King Jr., that the ultimate tragedy is not the oppression and cruelty by the bad people, but the silence over that by the good and honorable people. So we have played ignorance and kept our cow for too long, and the damage is almost becoming irreparable. We've allowed the experiences of the moment to bet cynical beliefs about the identity of our nation that is now quenching the tenacity of hope and faith for a better country. This has overwhelmed us, making us to settle and become complacent, leaving on our table only but a blind hope. The work of a particular generation has now formed a culture that impedes the progress of our society. We must put an end to it. We must develop a plan, an agenda to rewrite our stories and take responsibility for our common destiny. There is an old Chinese proverb that says, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. Countries like Finland, Denmark, Singapore planted their trees 20 years ago, fought the hurdles and the difficulties of the time, and today are enjoying the dividends of world-class nations, some even without oil. It is our generation's time to do great work, and this is our stand. We want to rebuild a great and a prosperous new Nigeria on the foundation of justice, integrity, altruism, excellence, patriotism, hard work, love, care, and respect for one another, to purge this cancer of hatred, corruption, injustice, and disunity, and to reclaim our true position of greatness among the nations of the earth, as evidence in the robust richness of our people and our land, which are God's gift to us. And so we are reaching out to all who believe in altruism, every high integrity person who is willing and dedicated to vision and excellent driven leadership across all sectors, to come on board as we develop a brand, values, and an agenda, and execute to impact and influence our society and build an outstanding nation that we'll all be proud of. The journey to this long overdue desired destination has begun, and we are more than happy to welcome on board as many as can see the light beyond this plaguing darkness and are willing to be part of the solution. Our nation's prosperity equals our prosperity, so therefore let us take responsibility for it today. Just like Margaret Mead, an American cultural anthropologist, has rightly said, never doubt that a group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it is the only thing that ever has. We can do it, and we will do it in the coming days. So, have you any desire in your heart to see this nation prosper? Have you been frustrated, angered by this system, and are longing for a promising alternative? Have you been praying, hoping, and waiting for an opportunity to make a difference? I say congratulations to you. Search no more and come on board. I say to us all today, let us make history together. Let us choose promise over predicament, hope over despair, faith over doubt, boldness over fear, love over hatred, good over evil, and victory over defeat. Let us divest all the negative energies of the past that has been demoralizing and causing us to lose hope on the possibilities of our nation, and put on instead optimism, positive attitude for a better country, and a motivation to stand firm and do better. Let us not define ourselves anymore by the wrongs, the perversity, and the failures of our society. Let us instead believe in our capacity for greatness, define our decisions by it, and stand for something today. Let us set out to do what is right for our nation and to do it well. Let us labor to be part of this new Nigeria, a people of one heart, one mission, to build our country and to replace this bewildering pre-existing culture with a more excellent and a proud one that will deliver our promised land into our hands. And out of this social, economic, and political darkness, a new era of greatness filled with limitless possibilities will come, and we will live a brighter and a better tomorrow as a resounding legacy for our children. Therefore, let us keep our hopes alive. Let us start changing the immediate world around us today. Let us show that we are different and can do better, that we matter and our voices count. This is not an entertainment piece at all, but a heartening call for participation as we move and march to victory together. Be a brand, be an ambassador, and be a voice of the tomorrow we dream of today. Join us in this Nigerian Compatriots Call as we build a brand and a community that will build our nation all together. There to participate today, and you will be surprised how much we can do together. And our dream is to be able to live long enough, fight doggedly enough, and work hard enough to see this new Nigeria established and a promising future be left for the next generation. You can visit all of our social media platforms for more and contact us through email for further information and share your decision, contribution, and recommendation. I conclude with these powerful words from one of the greatest leaders in history, Nelson Mandela. And he said, "It always seems impossible until it is done. So be part of it today." God bless you, and God bless the Federal Republic.